Money can concentrate them. Hey, DJ Ba, DJ Ba, oh. Ojina na DJ Ba, DJ Ba, DJ Ba, oh. Ojina na DJ Ba, Tana mi adakuna, Jigi you adakuna, Yelega mi adakuna. You don't get more like you wanna adakuna, una pass you call, looking for it. And see money back here, I just got to the house, looking for it. Tana mi adakuna, Jigi you adakuna. You don't get more like you wanna adakuna. I think money can do. I think money can do. I think money can do. Well, I think money can do. 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 I can't fly my bag. I can't Moke go up, moke hard to calm down, moke calm down, moke calm down. Leave my tabagi, they say you me calm down, moke calm down, moke calm down. Money for hip hop ground, moke calm down, moke calm down. You all moke sweat in now calm down, moke calm down. What the money can do, I think money can do, I think money can do, I think money can do. Well, what the money can do, I think money can do, I think money can do, I think money can do.
Yes, beats.
To preventing too much friction and overheating of your car engine, remember that dye particles are deadly to your engines. So too is the use of the wrong kind of oil. Stop using recycled oil products on the market. Sonoco Premium Super Fleet Engine Oil is now in Liberia. The Premium SAE 50, Premium 15W40 for both gasoline and diesel engines. Once there is an engine, Sonoco has the lubricant. You can now change your engine oil after every 3 to 4 months. Since 1886, Sonoco Oil Company is supplying oil to over 85 different countries around the world. With Sonoco products, there is no more damage to your engines. Macintosh Incorporated, a Liberian company located on Weah Street, AB Talbot Road in Pinsville, is the sole importer and country distributor of Sonoco and other U.S. lubricant brands. Call cell numbers 0880-535-508, 0777-677-633. That's your quality assurance.
Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town. Through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sailtown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence. Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sailtown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Welcome to the Friday edition of the show. Today is Friday, the 23rd of September, 2022. The time in Monrovia is exactly 10:30 a.m. The time in Delaware is 6:30 a.m. And we are glad to be here. Good morning, Boakai.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good that we are here for the weekend's edition of the Costa Morning Show.
And it's good to have you, Boakai, as usual. Okay, fantastic. So today, folks, is the funeral. The funeral service will be held over the mortal remains of the late Daniel Manion. He's going to be laid to rest today. Last night was the wake keeping. Yesterday evening, a gentleman sent me a message. Someone I do not know, but he must have been a very good friend to the late Daniel Manion. His name is Mr. Alexander Weah. And this is the message that he sent to me yesterday. He said, Brother Costa, this is Alexander Weah from Indianapolis and a friend of Daniel Manion who connected him with you. That's true. That is true. In fact, when I read this message last night, I didn't catch this part of it. It is true. This is the gentleman who connected us with Daniel Manion. He said, the message reads further. I listened to your show yesterday and I wept for my brother. Because yesterday we talked about Daniel Manion. He said, having left us so early, leaving so much undone. He said, I've known Daniel for the past 37 years. from Gaytown Old Road. In few hours, I will be landing in San Diego for his funeral. That's in California, folks. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do. His appearance on your show has encouraged lots of people with a desire to support the school. May God grant you your heart desire and continue to bless the work of your hands. So I replied, Mr. Alexander Weah. I said, thank you, Mr. Weah. It's too sad. What a great man we have lost. Today, folks, Daniel Manion will be laid to rest, but we shall ensure that his legacy does not die with him. What a great man we have lost indeed. What a good man. What a hero. It's very, very sad. Yeah. So, in this life, folks, we're here today. We don't know tomorrow.
No.
We don't know tomorrow, Baka.
Tomorrow is never promised.
Baka, we don't know tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
We're here today. We think ourselves so big and so mighty and so invincible, so better than other people. You know, with all your education, with all your money and all your power, you're nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that matters is how you live this life. That's what matters. How you live this life, how you treat people you meet, how you take care of your family, how you take care of just anyone you see, you come across, and the impact you make on this world. And that is exactly what Daniel Manion did. He led a life of impact. And so, as I said the other day, I will be proposing to the family and friends that we establish the Daniel Manion Foundation. And that foundation each year will meet somewhere and will raise funds to continue to support the work that Daniel Manion started and did so much to bring to where it is today. Supporting the education of those little children in Weah District, Riverside County. A great man once said, Winston Churchill was his name. He was one of the greatest prime ministers of Great Britain. He was prime minister during the most difficult period, the period of the Second World War. And Winston Churchill said, and I quote, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. What you earn, you live off of that. But what you gave to others, as Daniel Manion did, you make a life by that. We cannot ask God why a good man, a man as good as Daniel Manion, has left us so soon. We cannot ask the Lord. But we can only thank God that Daniel Manion, that we got to know him a little bit. That we got to celebrate him while he was alive. And Daniel Manion has had his burdens lifted. He's now a free man, unencumbered, resting in peace and smiling down on us and cheering us on and hoping that we can step up to the plate to fill that void that he left, to carry on and support his over 400 children at the Daisy Bopa Academy in Weah District. I'm going to be a part of that journey. I don't know about you, but I know that I will be a part of that, ensuring that his legacy does not die. That is a promise I made to myself. That is a promise I intend to see through. So, Mr. Manion, as you are laid to rest today, we bid you farewell. Fare thee well, my friend. May you rest in the bosom of the Lord. May your soul and the souls of all faithful departed rest in perfect peace. And may light perpetual shine upon thee. May the Lord receive you in open arms. Greet my mother for me. Say, I am here, and I'm trying to let this little light of mine shine. I'm trying to be a blessing to others. Tell her I am not perfect, but tell her I'm not a bad person. Tell her I do not know how to bear grudges, how to envy, how to hate, how to destroy other people. Tell her I'm so grateful, and I pride myself on being her son, carrying on her legacy of compassion, generosity, and love for my fellow man. That is what makes this heart of mine beat. Compassion for my fellow man. It is what makes me feel good about myself. Like everyone, I have my shortcomings, right? But when I do good deeds, genuinely do good deeds, makes me feel less guilty about my shortcomings, about my faults as a human being. The good deeds that I try to do, that I try to make the word less ugly, that I try to help someone when I know they're in need, that someone's problems concern me, and I would love to help, even if I can help, but I would love to help. And when I can help, it makes me feel good about myself. And I say to myself, that one bad deed that I did, of which I'm not proud, this one good deed that I've done, or these good deeds that I've done, should cancel out those bad deeds that I did that I'm not proud of. A good human being constantly is facing battles. Your conscience tells you when you do something that is not right. If you have a conscience, it will tell you. If you don't have a conscience, like some people do, then it means nothing to you. You will carry on and continue to do that. Yeah. Anyway, let me spare you the preaching this morning. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. It's very good to have you all. We're very good to be here. So yesterday, Boakai, our president, delivered his fifth UNGA address. This is the fifth time George Weah has spoken before the UN General Assembly, the 77th UN General Assembly. The speech was short. It was much, much shorter than the one before. I think I understand where they came from. I mean, I think each head of state is allotted 15 minutes to speak. But I think Mr. Weah's speech was less than 5 minutes, Boakai. It was very short. I mean, I'd rather have a short speech with better delivery than a boring, monotonous speech, windy, loaded with a bunch of fallacies and exaggerations and inexactitudes. Right? Which one would you have, Boakai?
A very short one.
Speech. You know,
I'll go for a short one.
After he gave the speech, I watched it, and he made a few. He stated a few things. It was very short. I think it was shorter than five minutes, Boy. So I watched the speech, and I said to myself. Then I posted on Facebook, and it's got lots of people talking. You know, one of the things I've realized is that some of my people don't even like me to be fair, even if I said something that is true about the government that is not negative, then that means something is wrong with me. That's the way it is. I saw some comments from some people. Oh, in fact, somebody wrote under my post in which I said, this is my honest take, my fair and honest take on Weah's UNGA address. This is the post I'm reading on. That post has racked up, I think, almost 600 comments. And then I said, the delivery wasn't the best, but better. When I say better, I was comparing it with what? With the last one. I said the delivery wasn't the best, but better. Then I went further. I said he talked a good talk on a whole host of issues, but I wait to see him deliver on the promises made. Oh, some people went off. They were crazy. Oh, Costa, wow, Costa, you didn't say he waiting to see the man deliver on promises. You know what promise I'm talking about, Boy? Of all the things he said, there's one key promise he made, Boy, in that speech. Is the promise to hold free and fair, violence-free elections. That the one I have interest in. Of all the things he said in that short speech, the one I am most interested in is that one, the elections. He promised the whole world that he will hold free and fair elections.
And we should accept the results.
Oh, if they are free and fair, I will accept the results, Baka. Who should refuse the results of a free and fair election? I will accept the results of a free and fair and transparent election. I will accept. If it is not free, fair, transparent, I will not accept. So the promise I said I'm waiting to see him deliver on is that promise. The promise to organize, to hold a free, fair, transparent, and inclusive, to borrow my brother's Mike Fire David, is his word, election. That's what I'm talking about. Saying, Bade, this is not because I'm running. I believe in free, fair elections, saying, Bade. It doesn't matter whether I'm running or not. I've told you over and over, some of you don't get it. When I become senator, by the grace of the Almighty God, in whom I place my trust, not in man, but in God. That's why I'm not afraid of any man. That's why I speak the way I speak, because you know what? I'm depending on nobody but God. For my election, I'm not depending on any big person to help me get elected. I'm depending on God first and the people for my election. God is the center of my life. People always, because you can't talk like that. That. God, if God wants you to do something, no matter who stands in front of you, it will not work. And I know this because God has proven this in my life so many times. So that's why I'm telling you. So when George Weah made that promise that he will hold free and fair elections, that is the promise I was saying I'm waiting to see him deliver on. Free and fair elections. Isn't that what you all want? Now, do you now understand where I'm coming from? That we are waiting to see him deliver on that promise? That is the promise. Yes, Michael Bobby Boo, you're right. He was well articulated and calm. That's true. Their delivery was much better. Some people don't want me to say that, but I don't care. Some of you think now my voice is like everything I say, you have to approve of it. Some people get mad when I even refer to George Weah as President Weah. Oh, don't call him president. One day, Terry Genesis wrote on Facebook, I'm disappointed in Costa for even calling George Weah president. You're disappointed in Costa for calling George Weah president. Terry Genesis. Yeah. You see, these people now, they begin to think that they own my voice. So I should not call George Weah president. When the president that Terry Genesis worked for is the one that helped make George Weah president. The president that my brother Terry Genesis was assistant minister in her government. That she the one helped to make George Weah president. That I'm gonna call him president. Some of these people are crazy. But that's how some of you think. That everything I say or do, you must approve. But I follow my conscience. Because, Tom Will, and he is a diplomat. Terry Genesis is supposed to be a diplomat. He did a whole Facebook post because I referred to George Weah as President Weah. Whether I like it or not, Weah is president of Liberia. I want him to be out in 2024, January, when we go for the inauguration. I want Boakai to be the one to be president. That is what I know that God will make happen for the sake of the Liberian people. Because we are not fit to be president. He's not. The man is not fit to be president. That's the truth of the matter. But whether we like it or not, he is the president. Then you get mad at me for calling him president when you work for Ellen. Now, I can say, some of you shouldn't even be criticizing George Weah. There are some people who don't have the right to criticize George Weah, right? When I talk, they can say, oh, don't talk that one. It is the truth. If you thought that Ellen was a saint and an angel, then you should not criticize George Weah. We didn't say it that way. We blasted Ellen. She put me in jail 2 times, shut down my radio station, chased me, did all kinds of things. You did not have a problem with Ellen. All the bad things she did to the country, you did not have a problem with it. But George Weah is the devil. And George Weah is the devil, but Ellen is saint. Hypocrisy. Weah is bad, Ellen is bad. Period. Let me repeat. Weah is bad, Ellen is bad. And if you think Ellen is good and Weah is bad, then something is wrong with you. And that's why some of them don't like to hear us say, oh, don't say that. You will make Ellen people feel bad. I don't give a damn about how Ellen's people will feel. I don't care. Ellen is a wicked, evil woman. She put this boy in power. This boy will not have won. She looked at us. She wanted somebody who would be a failure. Somebody who will make people miss her and say, hey, man, and when Ellen was there, we never used to see that kind of thing. That what she wanted people to see. A narcissist of a woman. You're right. Weah makes Ellen look better, but that's exactly what Ellen wanted. That's exactly what Ellen wanted. Ellen wanted that. Ellen wanted Ellen wanted Weah to make her look better. But how much of a failure he would become, she wanted that. So my people, yesterday, let's play this clip.
Yeah.
Let's play this clip. After his speech yesterday, Mr. Weah comes outside and he is addressing his people. He is exuberant. He had just delivered in his mind his best speech in terms of eloquence, articulation, delivery. He is so exuberant. And what does he do now? He's floating in that exuberance, that buoyancy. Guess what? Mr. Weah decides to speak to the people. Guess what he says? You have the clip?
No, not yet.
I have it here. We're going to play it this morning. Mr. Weah is there speaking to his people and telling them how he will win the elections and the means by which he will win the election. I'm saying it to you right now. Hear him telling his people why he's going to win his re-election. I just sent you the clip. I got played. That's George Weah bragging about why he will win. Listen to his logic. Play it. Let people hear Weah's logic. You know, there's a point we are struck in that. You know, there's something called the Freudian slip. The Freudian slip is when you make mistake. You know, like Bremen can say slip a tongue, or people can say slip a tongue. When you say something that is the truth, but that is not exactly what you wanted to say, but you mistakenly said the truth. You slipped and said the truth. It's called the Freudian slip. The Freudian slip. So listen to Mr. Weah admit that I did not do anything. I do nothing. The people made me president the first time. So what about a small thing and not do now? You think not made me president again? Listen to Mr. Weah say he did not do anything, and yet the people made him president. So imagine the little that he's done. Imagine. That is his analogy. Listen to Mr. Weah. Yeah, listen to the man. Buoyant, arrogant, cocky, overconfident, that he will win his re-election. Listen to his logic. Play the clip, okay? Let it go here, George Weah. Why he will be president again. He said the first time, well, what did I do? And I do nothing. And I go to debate. And I tell the people nothing. And I no problem. They made me president. Then at the second time, they made me president.
I do my best for my country.
Play from the beginning, please, Waka.
This is what people say. So I actually have done for your people. I have done so much that I don't need pay for. You know why I don't need pay for? Because Liberians love me and they promoted me when I was on that soccer pitch. You understand? They were proud to be Liberians when I was on the soccer pitch. And I've done my best for my country. I'm a former peace ambassador. It doesn't matter what people say. I'm on record. So I just want to say again to all of our friends and family that came, and from every state in America, I just want to say thank you for supporting us. This young government. And again, we'll be coming to them to state our case for our second term. And that's the guys in Calasso, you see, I don't talk too much. We will have a second term because we have done something. We have done something that Liberia can see. Without doing anything, Liberia gave me a mandate. And they were with me from 2005 to
Why? Go back. You heard that part?
Yep, I heard it.
Without doing anything. The Liberian gave me a mandate. Without going to debate, they gave me a mandate. Without having a platform, they gave me a mandate. Without any track record of performance, they gave me a mandate. So you see now, the small thing and I do now for says you do not vote for me again. Play that part. Just go right back there a little.
We have a second term because we have done something. We have done something that Liberia can see. Without doing anything, Liberia gave me a mandate. And they were with me from 2005 to date. Without doing anything, I have done something. Trust me, I'll be re-elected.
Stop right there. My people, ain't y'all heard it? Was those words, were they mine?
Nope.
Was I the one who expressed those words? Why did you not hear him clearly?
I heard him loud and clear. He said, without doing anything, the people gave me a mandate. They elected me. What about now that I have done something? What do you think?
Wait, let me ask our people. Did you hear the clip? Please tell us. We want to make sure you heard it, you understood it. Did you hear the clip? The short video Waka just played, the audio of that video. Did you hear it? Please tell us if you heard it. If not, Waka will make some adjustments. But I heard it. Did you hear it? Just confirm for us, please. We play it for you. We want to make sure you heard it because what we do here is for you. Did you hear it? Vivian Dudu Adu, did you hear the clip? Yes, they say they heard it. Roland Yima say he heard it. Good. So you heard the man, folks. You heard the man. The man said, without doing anything. Is that the man that said to a friend, it brags to his friends? You see that woman out with me? I don't do anything for her, but she's with me. She just love me. I don't give her nothing. I treat her bad. I do that, but she's just with me. That's how job we are talking. That is a man who's standing there is bragging that you made him president without doing anything. You made him president without doing anything. So that means the little he has done now, you are going to make him president again. Because the first time when you made him president, you without doing anything.
You give on a forward page and you made him president. So this time around,
what the man said.
You have made the Invisible Park and other small tiny projects you have done so.
Yeah. That is it right there. That's why I said the Freudian slip, where you slip and speak the truth about yourself. Something that is so true. The man said, without doing anything, you make me president. So now the time why I not do small thing, I build a park, I do little thing, I do little small thing. They will not make me president. They will make me president again. This is how cocky the man is. The man believes. Yeah, we'll play it one more time. Kwesi Wallace, we'll play it one more time. We will play one more time. But listen to the arrogance of the man. This is a few minutes after he had delivered his UN General Assembly address. He was still feeling buoyant. He was still feeling himself. He was feeling himself that he will win again and further destroy our lives. That is his plan. That boy is so wicked. He is so self-centered. He does not get it. We tell the boy we're suffering, the boy not care. We tell the boy we are mad about the corruption, about all the wicked things they're doing. The boy does not care. All the boy cares about is to get re-elected, to continue to destroy our lives, to destroy our country. That is George Weah's mission. He wants to continue to win, to be in power. Imagine George Weah staying in power for 6 more years, my people. Just imagine that. The last 5 years on Weah, you know how badly the country has suffered. How badly, somebody said to me, Costa, when we used to call our people in America, the people only used to ask, they used to ask primarily to send our school fees for their kids, house rent, medical expenses when somebody gets sick in the family. Nowadays, they call us, they ask for, please pay my way. People can send way to pay way now. People, you know how many times I get friends of mine, good friends who are new, never used to ask me for money before. Today they be sending me message, Mama Costa, in the office, it's not easy. I can't go home. Can you send me something to pay? I gotta be send waving people $50, $25, $30 to pay way to go home. People who knew themselves, people who were okay. The men always ask me for money to pay way. When you meet a man and you break bread with them, people are catching hell. And the boy is saying, hey, the Grandpa Mimi president will not doing anything. That the time now and not do something now, the time they will not do. The boy is bad. The boy is bad. The boy is bad. The boy only cares about himself. The boy wants to destroy our lives further, and we have to say fear for abomination. This calamity shall not be our portion for the next 6 years. What makes this boy feel entitled so? What they make him feel say? our own life, our man and born us. So we must be suffering in him. Eh? Forget. Our man and born us, so we must be suffering in him. What made it Buffy that I mean, you know, I can't understand the thing, but the thing just hard for me to phantom that this guy certainly thinks that he is such a great leader. He has done so well for us. What makes the ball feel like that? So that our own left there, our mind and part and born all the race also that we can grow up and be suffering in one man hand called Joe. We are want to know a left from a right. You don't know A from bullfrog.
Costa, the man feels that the country owes him something.
Yes, that's what he feels.
And we have to repay, no matter what it is. What we have done for him for the past 6 years is insufficient. We have to add up it to 6 years to
talking
make
about talking about and not do anything, and they made me president.
Costa, some of the things that Mr. Weah said at the UN General Assembly, they make it appear like everything is bread and butter in Liberia. The men never spoke about corruption issue. The men never spoke about health. The men never spoke about security. The men never spoke about education. The men never spoke about any other thing.
But listen, let me hold you right there. What did you expect him to say on corruption? What did you expect him to say on education? What did you expect him to say on health? You want to hear a lie?
Yeah, on the issue of health, Costa, on the issue of health, we are in need. It should be pleading to the international community and donors that we need you to come and help us.
Help. Hey,
but Costa, he kept mute on it.
I'm glad he didn't speak to it. What you want the man to say? Who are gonna help Weah? Who are gonna get him money? My man, I'm glad he did not speak on it. I beg you. To lie. What you gotta say? I'm glad he did not speak. What you want to say about corruption? That we are fighting corruption? I'm glad he didn't say a word about that.
And Costa, where he lied again was about the rehabilitation thing that he talked about the Zogos. Where in Liberia?
He talk about at-risk youth and they're spending money to do this. He talk about another project where they put down over some $45 million in the youth program and entrepreneurs. What they getting 45? What they getting 45 million for to put it in a youth program for entrepreneurs? I mean, Liberian young entrepreneurs. When did they launch that program?
I don't know, Mr. Weah. When they
program for young Liberian entrepreneurs. I'm telling you, that program.
Yeah, and he was saying it so loud that he don't think that we have people here on ground. The Americans are on ground. The United Nations, African, other people are.
No, it goes to you. It goes to you. And now you don't want to say the man so the top plane is so top of everything, and he would have told more lies.
No, Costa,
so I rather him do a stop speech and leave.
No, Costa, what I'm saying here is that we are in need of some of these things. And if you go there and don't ask for it and then make it,
they will not help him. My man Walker, they will not help him. Do you know why we don't get money from the ICC? I mean the MCC, the Millennium Challenge Corporation. Do you know why they don't give us any money? Why we fail each year on our Millennium Scorecard? We don't get money, Walker, because we fail. We fail each year. We're not getting new money from America, okay? Who's going to give this corrupt government money? A government that goes into donors' funds and steals that money and calls it borrowing initiative. Baga, what are you talking about here? A government that the UN funds these programs for rural women through the Ministry of Gender. And the UN has to issue a statement saying, we want the reports for how you spend the money we give you. Who's going to bring more money? And the UN was threatening, if you don't tell us how you spend the money we gave you for these programs, we are going to have to do these programs ourselves. Is this a government they're going to give new money to? What kind? You talking about the member go talk about the healthcare sector? Nobody is going to give a kitty money. Nobody is going to give a monkey bananas. They're not going to do that. Poor guy. They know the people can steal. The people are so brave. They went into the accounts of the donors. You remember that was one of the biggest bombshells we ever dropped in the Weah government. When I dropped that bombshell that the government had gone into the donors' accounts, they had stolen the donors' money, and the donors were asking the government to put the money back. Oh, they said we're lying. And I said, if this is a lie, I will resign from the Costa Show. Guess what happened? Lenny Eugene was the Minister of Information. Then he came out and said, yes, we took the money, but so what? We are not the first government to do it. Ellen government used to go into donors' accounts too and take the donors' money. Yeah. We never heard it then. I'm not a fan of Ellen. You all know that, but we never heard it then. So the issue here is, Boakai, we, the Liberian people, have to decide if we are content, if we are happy with the way our lives have become in the last 5 years under George Weah. Fine. Go to the ballot box, to the ballot box and vote for him again. Make him your president again. If you want to continue to lead a life of, look at Liberia. The president of the Republic of Liberia is walking around in the room looking for people to shake their hands to take pictures with them. The man suffers from what I have diagnosed as a acutely chronic case of inferiority complex. The man feels, oh, me, I'm gonna be president, a whole president of a whole nation of 5 million people. I'm gonna be going around to look for officials, to go to former Secretary of State to shake hands, to take picture with him and put it on Facebook, to go to Tony Blinken. Yeah, look, Tony Blinken may be the Secretary of State of the most powerful country in the world, but guess what? I am the president of the Republic of Liberia. I am not going to be begging Tony Blinken to take picture. Just look, the thing is so humiliating. Liberia used to have what they call tete-a-tete, sideline meetings. They used to have, they used to have these meetings at these big engagements, and the president would meet with President Biden, or would meet with President Trump, or they'll meet with President Obama. But today, our president is the one that is literally going after these people to get a handshake in order to take a picture with them. Going to Linda Thomas Greenfield. This Linda Thomas Greenfield woman is the one that said, Liberia, corruption has denied Liberia of its rightful place in history. She made that presentation a few months ago. This is the woman that Weah was going to and holding the woman's both hands. Look at his mannerisms, the etiquettes. You know who you can hold at both hands? Especially a woman, somebody of the opposite sex. You don't walk up to a woman of that pedigree, the United States ambassador to the United Nations. She's not your buddy. When the people you do that with, the people you have personal relationships with. When you walk up to such a woman, you grab her by the both hands like this. You saw how you were holding the woman's hands? Yeah. Look at the awkward grin that was on the woman's face. It was so embarrassing. Linda Thomas Greenfield knows Weah and his people in and out. From her time as ambassador to Liberia, to her time as Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs under Obama, to her time now as ambassador to the United. He's holding the woman's both hands. Let me tell you something. The mannerisms, especially when you're dealing with the opposite sex. Somebody else's wife or some woman you don't have any real personal relationship with, you don't meet them and grab their both hands. You don't grab their both hands like this. You invade upon the woman's personal space. You grab her both hands. I'm pretty sure he held that woman's hands for much longer than he should have. The woman so embarrassed. She probably couldn't even disengage from him and pull her hands back. You don't do that.
Yeah, waiting for his people to take more photos.
Do you know how he shook that woman's hand? it's a tender handshake. You extend your hand to her as the gentleman, and she holds your hand, and you release her hand. You know whose hands you grab? When you meet a woman that you're very close with, a woman you're close with, then you stretch out both hands. Oh my dear, how do you do? And maybe you give her a little tap, and you don't even hug them. You don't let your chest touch the woman's bosom. You don't hug another woman like that. You know what I mean? Like you let your whole chest touch a woman's bosom. You're touching all her breasts. You don't do that. You don't even hug. My man, who teaching these people? That kind of woman, you just stretch your hand. You stretch your hand and she shakes it and you pull it back. Then you stand and you talk with her a little bit, you move on. But you go hold a woman two hands. Right? Look at Tony blinking. He started reaching out to shake Tony Blinken's hand. Tony Blinken clenched his fist. He just wanted to give him a fist bump. You all know what they call a fist bump, right? He just gave him a fist bump. If a man at Tony Blinken wants to give you a fist bump, then you do it. When you realize the man's hand, the man's hand is clenched. His fist is clenched. He's clenched his fist. Clenched his fist. So he's giving you a clenched fist. You too. Brother, let's go ahead. Do it. Clench your fist like I have mine. Clench it. And then, boop. And you just tap it. And you pull it back. That's what you do. Mannerisms, man. Etiquettes. Simple. But the man got a clenched fist reaching out to you. Now you got the man sitting there, the man leaning over it. Then another thing he did that's so bad, Manos. The people are sitting down behind the desk in front of them. And you make them lean over that. They're leaning over because you are embarrassing them. Walk over to them. If you lean all the way over, look at the pictures. Go and see those pictures. You're making somebody lean over just to shake your hand. Why don't you just walk over? And these people are not your buddies. These people don't even like you. If they like you, they will not be saying all the things they're saying. They will not be bringing sanctions on your government. They don't even like you. And you're just trying to take pictures. You got your people all over the room looking with the pictures, with a camera, just to take pictures. Target man. What kind of behavior is that? Just so you can go put it out there on Facebook. You hold president. You've been president for 5 years. You've been president for 5 years. You still see other people there like you feel like you are, and you still have that void in you. You still feel empty. You still have that huge void of self-esteem that you need filled. You still need validation. You still need somebody to make you feel important. I am president, whether they're from people planting country or not, I am president. I will carry myself with dignity. I will carry myself with self-esteem. Tony Blinken won't speak to me. Tony Blinken will speak to me. He will come to me and speak to me. Linda Greenfield, I will wave at them. Hi, how do you do? I will wave. If they want to shake my hand, if they want to have a small tete-a-tete, they will walk over to me and do that. But I'm not going to go to be leaning over and making them lean over till like they won't fall down. Just to tip it. Then you got Finda Bono and Mawani sitting out there. John Kerry, John Kerry was appointed by Biden as the envoy on climate change. John Kerry is sitting out there next to Tony Blinken, and they're sitting out in front of the mail. They grab their phone, they're taking selfie. See Finda Bono T. You see your face here today. What piggy hair? What tiki poo hair? You see Finda Bono what tiki poo hair? And you open your whole territory to tea. You see, they're taking selfie. The man sitting out behind. They won't capture the man in their selfie. They force the man to put on a fake smile. White people in a fake smile. Those of you who live in the country, you know the white people, when they are fake smile, the men are even happy. The men just got to make us fake smile for them. Yeah, when the white man won't get you a fake smile, he will not show a teeth. He will just do a face sign of them. Embarrassing the man. Embarrassing the man. The man got to show them, brother Fanny Saki. The man showing that you can see the man showing them a fake smile. You're leaving the hell alone with your damn selfie, baby man. We didn't kind of a selfie. I can imagine what that man was saying to them in your heart. Look at these people. Low self-esteem people from the gutter. They're forcing me to take selfie with them. They may get a fake smile. Yeah. Tell to put a man in a picture. Mawani D, who sort of know better. I live in our selling Kobo in Kawe and fish now. You, Mawani Dix, you were a provost at Wayne College in America, in Detroit. You dealt with the white people. You don't know that? You don't know how to deal with the white people? What kind of nonsense that's all? You're saying that you're forcing the people to be in your selfie. Bad manners. The Foreign Service Institute is right in that building. Why you know that? The Foreign Service Institute, where they train people how to be diplomats, is right in that building where Finabono they've been there for 5 years. You want to say Finabono couldn't go take classes down there?
Let her just leader. She shouldn't come back. Let her leader. Her leadership practice something.
The Foreign Service Institute right down there in that building. Finabono been in that building. She couldn't go downstairs there and go learn mannerisms, dress code, all those etiquettes. She could go learn those things. But Finabono, when she read it, she will feel purple hair, maroon hair, yellow hair. Then the man had town hall. You're not only one year too. Last night I said now, I go see on Facebook, they say, Joe, we are president. We are having town hall with Liberians. Town hall event. You know, he can leave DC, right? In New York, right? They had it right in New York. But what kind of president will come to America? When the president comes to America, the only people he can have town hall meeting with that.
Yeah.
What kind of president comes to America? You have town hall meeting with sedition. You say you have town hall meeting with Liberia. Sedition, they're not normal Liberians.
They are so stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Man, you call yourself president. Let him talk the real Liberian way. You call yourself president, you come to America, then you go have town hall with stupidity. You say that Liberian.
Only your supporters. Only your supporters.
Only the men supporters the make a higher on the town hall event.
Press themselves to you, Mr. President. They want to tell you things ain't good. Listen to many voices. Listen to other people, your critics. Listen to people that will come and say, Mr. President, you need to do this. Not everybody will come and sing to you. Oh, President Weah, no. They are harming you.
How can you have a town hall event, Boga, only with your people? Huh? Is that a town hall event?
Yeah. Why
is that what you call a town hall event? Only with stupidicians? And stupidicians are not, they don't represent us. And I will tell you why stupidicians don't represent Liberians. Stupidicians believe they live by a code that God made them to worship George Weah, to make George Weah president so that George Weah can do anything he wants to do, they are okay with it. So those people do not represent me. They do not represent Michael Bobby Boo. They do not represent Nathan Blama. They do not represent Mande Yawa Chicks. They do not represent you because they believe that their mind and power born there so they can worship George Weah. And we don't believe that. So you can't say you had a town hall meeting with Liberians. You should say, I had a town hall meeting with stupidicians. Because stupidicians are people who believe that their quintessential purpose, that the being of their existence, B-A-N-E, I like that word. The being, B-A-N-E, the being of their existence is to worship George Weah. That is what stupidicians believe. That is the code by which they live. And we do not subscribe to that code. But Elder GMC Bly, do those people represent you? Do stupidicians represent you? They do not represent you. So you go, next time the last time you come here for UN General Assembly, when you meet with stupidicians, don't say you have met with Liberians. Because well-meaning Liberians do not approve of the nonsense you and your people are doing to our country. So you don't meet a bunch of stupidicians in the hall. Anything you say,
say, yeah, President Weah, you're doing well. You're doing well.
you don't do that to us. You don't do that to us.
They are not helping you, President Weah. They are not.
But you think he cares? Diola, that's not true. They did not invite all Liberians. But Diola, let me ask you a question. You, a level-headed person like you, would you go to such a town hall event with a bunch of citizens? Let's be honest. Would you go to a town hall event, Mapu Hall? Would you go to a town hall event with a bunch of citizens there? You wouldn't. You wouldn't go there.
They are all wearing the beret, the t-shirt. So what an essence.
Exactly. Why would you go in a place where the whole place, they're chanting their muya, 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 muya? You would feel out of place. That's how you would feel. All day they're singing, they pray singing hymn. Is that what you call a town hall event? Where everybody's wearing a red beret? If you're not donning a beret and chanting stupid slogans to George Weah, then they will look at you some kind of way, oh, what you can't do here? The man still thinks that he is campaigning. Since George Weah became President Boakai, he never disengaged from campaign mode. He behaves as though he is still on the campaign trail. Everywhere he goes, 2 a.m. They were here. They not do nothing. 2 a.m. What did you not do? I'm not a fan of Ellen. Everybody knows that. But can you compare yourself with what Ellen did in 5 years? But let's be honest. Again, I will tell you, Ellen could have done much, much more. But can we compare himself? When Ellen became president, Broad Street, that was so bragging for your car to even drive on Broad Street. You know, we have forgotten that. You know that the way human being looking, we're going to forget. Broad Street, and not small potholes were on Broad Street. All the streets in Monrovia were, to say littered with potholes would be a monumental understatement. They hell of a massive hole there. They had lakes on Broad Street. Small lakes, all on the Kota. We're on the road. She paved that road. The national budget was 80 million. She took it to over 500 million. Civil servants were taking pay twice a year for July 26th and for Christmas. She regularized it to monthly pay, and made it monthly. Civil servants were making the minimum pay was $15 US. She left it at over $150 US. Then they budget coming in a few days. They budget coming in a few days. And he talking all the thing. 2 years. They were here. They not do nothing. They not do nothing. Look at the thing we not do. The short time will be here. The thing we not do. What did you not do? What did you not do? All day you breaking. What thing have you done, George Weah? Oh, I know what you've done. 47 condominiums that nobody wants to live in. You demolish your 9th Street mansion or old house and build a mansion there in no time. That's true. Everywhere you go, you fly a private jet at the expense of the country. That's true. Sanctions came on your people. That's true. More sanctions are coming. That's true. Folks, I have a breaking news for you. They order news here. It's too big. It's too big. I will not break this news here. I will have a special podcast next week to break this news. The news here will make you dance. The way you will dance, that's not small way you will dance. Again, they will say Allah. But when I break the news, it will not take more than 2 weeks before you see it will show face. The news I'm going to break from the Americans, I will break this news next week in a special podcast. My heart got to sit down, go before I break the news. The news that I will break. Y'all will be happy, so the way y'all will be happy, it will not be easy. Joey, they not know, sir. They don't even know anything about the one here. It will not be easy. I say water will pass Gary. Water will pass Gary, sugar pass Gary, everything. And that's small news. It will not be easy. The Americans are about to drop a bombshell. And I want to tell you what the bombshell is before the bombshell drops. Ha! American people ready for Joey? The American people ready for Joey? Next week, somebody said drop it before somebody drop it. Who will drop it? Who able to get that kind of news? You all right? Drop it before somebody drop it. Who will get it? Y'all better. We're not making BMO, but the contracts we got, the sources we got, nobody else in the business got it. Y'all know that. When we told you sanction were coming, and all of them were saying, but what did they say? All the other people say, and we lying.
Yeah.
The thing that we know that I know you, the sources we got, the contacts we got, the access, privileged access we got. Nobody else got it. Your leader one. That boy they call Makate. The team Makate coming to. The team Makate coming to. Next week, I will tell you the news. Let the weekend pass. Next week, I will drop it. It will hate them. It will hate them. It will not be easy. Boran, let's go to the lines and take some calls there. It will not be easy. The last one news, it's too heavy. It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
Yeah, so the issue about the rice is still like the same. You know, yesterday I spoke to a rice, somebody from UCR. The person gave me a lot of information about this rice issue. You know, when Ellen became president, the rice importers were selling the rice for $16, and George Weah took over. He begged the people to bring the rice down to 13. And like you said yesterday, you're going to be giving them something. But since they got the rice down, the price of rice down, they haven't received anything from George Weah yet. So now the UCR, KNK, SWAT are no longer bringing rice in the country because of that. The only institutional or business entity now are bringing rice is Fuani. And Fuani don't have much rice in town now. Any moment from now to the end of this week will be there for nothing because
no, hold on. Go back. So you said KNK and UCR stop bringing rice because they're not making
KNK, UCR, and SWAT.
No,
and the
SWAT
last thing yesterday we were talking about the issue about an open market. The person told me, tell Costa that the market is open to everybody. Yeah, the market is open to everybody.
Anybody
yeah, that's what the person told me.
Go on.
So the person said, since they went into that agreement with the government haven't been able to pay them a dime yet. So KNK, UCR, SWAT are all no longer bringing rice to the country because they just can't get their money that government owe them. So when cities, when George took over, when they approached George Weah on the issue, George Weah said, if you got any money on this particular rice, they owe, you're making it $15 or $14, it will become bad for the government. It will not only re-elected come 2023. So you guys have to right as it is like this 13 hours. Anything on it, anything that you want to add on it, you're putting on my government. We will pay. And up to now, they can pay the business people, none of them. So they have started using SWAT PNK, will not bringing rice again. The only entity now bringing rice is Fuani. Fuani can save the country from now to the end of this month.
So the rice Fuani guy is not enough.
It's not enough to take us from now to the end of this month.
Somebody so just wrote, hold on. Kwesi Osi Wale said, Costa is not easy at Fuani. People who came to buy rice, more than 4 women have fainted.
Okay.
You know what the man just wrote? Kwesi, send us a number so we can call you. We want to talk to you on the show. He said 4 women have fainted who went to buy rice at Fuani. My people, y'all see the rice issue? That's why we're telling the government, let the people increase the rice price by $2. And Boga, did the person tell you that's what the importers want? The importers want to add $2.
Yeah, that's all they want, Costa. But Weah and his administration saying that they can't do it because
the importers want to add only $2 to the rice price so they can make a profit. The government said, don't add nothing to it. We will pay you subsidy. But the subsidy, they say they will pay, they say the processing $5 million to pay. No rice. Let the people bring the rice. That is problem. You say you will pay. I say, I'm selling my water for $3. He said, no. Don't sell the water to my woman for $3 because when you sell it for $3, my woman will get fair with me. Sell it to my woman for $2. Then the $1, I will pay you the $1. So let my woman buy it for $2 so she can feel happy. But then when I sell the water for $2 to your woman now, the $1 you say you will pay me, you now won't pay me. Then I say, okay, I'm not bringing water again to sell it to your woman. Then your woman looking for water now, your woman can't find water now. Then your woman start getting vexed. That the problem is happening there also, my people. Kwesi, send us a number or anybody who is familiar with the right situation, especially what happening at Fuani right now. Send us your number. We will call you. We want to talk. Kwesi, just say his number, Baga. Kape Kwesi's number. Baga, do you see it?
Yep, I just seen it.
Can you call Kwesi?
Okay, let me see if I can get it quickly.
Call Kwesi, let's put Kwesi on. Call him.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on the line.
Yes. Put Kwesi on. We want to hear from him about what's happening at Fuani. The people can't find rice. There's no rice. And Mamadou Kane said that there's no rice. I can even serve one district in Maserati. Well, Mamadou, my brother, we don't know that, but you could be right. You could be right. Because the business people don't want to bring that rice. Tiola Gibson, my sister, the people don't want to bring that rice because you bring the rice, you will not make a profit. And if you were a business person in Tiola, you would not do that. I know a lot of Liberians who used to ship a lot of things to Liberia, they stopped because they don't make a profit. They don't make a profit anymore. And nobody would go through that headache to import anything that they would not make a profit from. So let the people add $2 to the price of rice so they can make a profit. You know, some people have been writing me, Costa, stay out of the rice business. But what are we talking bad about the rice business? Our people can find rice, we're not talking about it.
Kwesi, your number is incorrect. You have to, it's supposed to be 10 digits. I'm seeing 9 here. So, Kwesi, you have to
you show that 9 digits? You show that 9 digits? Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, that 9 digits. Kwesi, your number is not your number is not correct. It should be 10 digits, but you posted 9 digits. 10 digits, Kwesi. You posted 9 digits. We want to speak to somebody who can tell us a lot about what's happened, especially what's happening at Olivia's channel. Ma'am, that's not the problem. Nobody is holding up the rice thing. The rice thing, Braga, there you go. He just pasted his number back here. Let's see what is correct. Madam Olivia Shannon, that's not what's happening. What's happening, my dear, is that the business people don't want to bring the rice because they're losing. They're losing. If you they don't want to bring the rice because they are losing money, and nobody will bring their product and lose. They're business people. They're business people. And so what you do, it's not bad to say you want subsidize.
Okay, good morning, welcome. This is the Costa Show.
Good morning, brother. How the morning there?
I'm okay.
Good morning to Henry Petro Costa.
So where are
Good
you?
Morning, Kwesi.
I'm speaking right opposite City Bitter. Opposite Funny here. That is City Bitter.
Freeport. That's Freeport. Kwesi, tell us the situation there. What's going on there?
Hello? Yeah. As we speak, as I get out from the ticket this morning around 8 to 8:30 to 9 o'clock, I met a very huge crowd. In that crowd was the national, the NMP officers, AFL officers, some EPS armmen carrying, making sure that they don't be hell. But then, to our owners of us, they fighting, the people fighting the land, they put there, the people put down, hold back the land. They say everybody must buy 25 bags, maximum, but so that they even get the bag, get arrested, no way. The police fighting and say, yes, they want to cut my arm. Because I try to take the video or even take the footage to hold me back. The woman, they told on what the woman, she went unconscious. It was not easy. As we speak now, the poor clothes are so up, the heavy car here, poor fighting, EPS, I mean, the national police cannot control them, the AFL cannot control them. Even the one I spoke to one NMP officer. He told me that the Lebanon people are very wicked because they open a store, they say they want the people must come and buy the rest, but then they are saying that they will not sell to the people. Since some people came at 5:30 according to one lady I spoke with. So the issue here on ground is very serious, brother. Serious, very, very serious. Yes.
Kwesi, we want to thank you very, very much for calling in and speaking to us.
We listen to it.
Okay, Kwesi.
Minister of Commerce, Minister of Commerce, I don't know the way she's not here, the deputy minister, they're not seeing it. I don't know.
All right, Kwesi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Hello, Liberians. There you have it. So now, apparently, Bwanga, the only place they can find rice are Fuani.
Fuani, yeah, like I told you.
So only Fuani they can find the rice to buy because the people are not importing their rice. The other people are not. I deleted his number already. You don't worry. I deleted Kwesi's number from the live feed because the other people are not importing rice because they're not bringing rice because there is no money in rice. Nobody will import a commodity when they don't make money. The business people have asked, let us add $2 to the price of rice. Since last year, they've been having this crisis. The government said no. So the people said, okay, we'll not bring rice. Now, Bwanga, can you force a private businessman to import when he does not want to import? You cannot do that. So the best thing here is let the people add $2 to the price of rice so everybody can import rice. That is the best thing to do. Diana, we will not come, and the thing is, we will not play politics with rice, my people. They want our food business. We're not playing politics with it. Maybe other people will do that, but we will not do that. We want our people to get the rice to eat. We will not come here and tell you, say, the government wicked or the government added $2 on the price of rice. No. In this case, we are with the people. We are with the Liberian people first, and we are with the business people second. The business people will not import if they don't make profit. The Liberian people will not find rice to buy and eat if the business people do not import. So you see why I say we are with the people and with the business people, because they two must go hand in hand. Let the importers add $2 to the price of rice so they can import lots of rice so that it is available and people don't have to be fainting in long lines and fighting, scrambling to find a few bags of rice to buy. That is the solution to the rice problem. But when was the last time we ever stood in line in Liberia to buy rice? When was the last time you heard about incidents where people were fainting to buy rice?
No.
I will tell you. Then some people say, oh, Costa, the real problem is open the market. How you will say open market will solve the problem when people who are importing are leaving?
Yeah, but now what they meant to me, say the market is open. It's open. Yeah, it's open to everybody. You get your money, you want to bring your rice. But those that are bringing the rice now are leaving. Those that have been importing rice for way back then, when we were not like this before,
they're not bringing rice.
Yeah, because of what's happening now in the country. So they are trying to leave. If government can give their money that they owe them, come to the.
Are you seriously asking me that question, my dear COP brother? Why the government can't do rice milling and production? The government looking like some kind of government that you're trying to produce rice. I say you better start that thing talking. You better that the government you want to depend on to produce rice for you to eat. I say, my man, start that thing, man. But let's go to the lines and take some calls there. I say, I beg you, man, don't do that hard joke there. Don't start with me the money. The government, what stops the government from producing and milling rice? Brilliant point, Isaac. Brilliant point. But that the government you will want to produce rice for you to eat. If that the government we want to produce rice, my brother, but you will not eat rice. But let's take some calls. So the rice issue is serious. Add the $2 to the rice. When you add the $2, the people bring the rice.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Where are you calling from?
Good morning, brother. My name is Thomas Kume. I call from Upper Kawe. I want to thank leaders so much for the time today. First, I want to send my condolences to the bereaved family as they carry on the funeral service today to bury our late professor. You know, I was looking at the news this morning and I heard that Judge Weah sent jobs to Putin, the Russian president. They say almost that he put more on the man. I mean, we don't want that kind of situation. We were Russia. Then Ukraine, that people handle that thing. Because Joanna started sending jobs to that man, it will be bad. The next issue, Costa, you saw that video right after he made that speech to the UNAA. The people came outside and they started celebrating on the street of New York. Everybody chanting Baraka. You could see the representative of District 9, right? So, how they call it? I think District 8. Safuko there chanting battle cry and all of them in a red barrel. So Liberia is the only country that carry people down there, or what want to prove, what want to portray, what image we want to send out there. It's so sickening, man.
All right, thank you so much.
Hold on, Boga. This guy mentioned a good point. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. After Weah gave that speech, the King Osa, about 200 seditions were red berets, looking like militia. They started marching on the streets in New York. But listen, they went straight to the consulate, to the Liberian consulate, the Liberian government office in New York. The building we're renting in the people building, or other people there in the building, 200 plus stupidtions. They won't enter the people building. I will find a video and post it for you. 200 plus stupidtions won't enter the people building. The building man, the security guys say, they say, oh, we get over here. They say, just stop your nonsense. 200 plus stupidtions want to enter the people of a building with their red beret on their head, chanting, muya, muya, jaja. The man say, just stop your nonsense right here. Look, the people not saving loud, guy. The people, they're not saving loud at all. Look, see them in New York. That's in the brother talking. Thank God I hear the one brother. The people were chanting Muya Muya. They want to enter the people off a building. Now you want in the building, okay? It is not a stand-alone building. Eh? It is not a stand-alone building. You share an office building. 200 y'all want to enter the people off a building and be chanting. The person you stop right here. You stop right here. You can go inside. Then the time the man said, I want over inside here. The people look, citizens disgracing all people. They disgracing all. They put disgracing all too. When Jamaicans go sit down there, open eye, people more talking about blanc. And look, the thing is disgraceful. You see the people want to enter the people off a building. They're demanding that they be allowed to enter. My man, leprosy trouble. We see real trouble. Let's go back to the line and just I will pause that video so y'all can see it.
All right, now take sorry, that person slip up the line. We'll be called back. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name is Johnny us from?
Thank you. This is the voice of Iran Galakana Cooper. And thanks to Aaron Petro Costa, a political leader. And thank you for the platform this morning, Petro. And you see, you place this right. You see the Liberian people, this is the reason why political leaders at times, they feel that the Liberian people are so stupid. That's the reason why they use the jargon at times on people, like the excess that Costa play. And this is a clear manifestation that they are playing on the intelligence of the Liberian people. Only because they feel that when they say these things to the people come down and say, oh yes, the man never did anything for us. Yes. But neither. You sounding in such a manner that you never did anything for the people gave you the mantle, and at the end of the day, you say you do, I just do small things for them, they will say make me president. That shows that you are taking the Liberian people as a rod. You play on the mind of the people, you take them to be a foolish set of people that you can say anything and go for it. But come 2023, we will take on the street, we'll make sure that this president become a one-term president because Liberian good are setting that record. They will set that record. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take Martina Konate on this line. Costa Princess. Martina, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, the leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be senator daughter on the land this morning. I'm calling from Monrovia, Liberia. Brother, you know that English?
Before I call all I want about things, I will. Like good English.
Okay. But I come to the issue, right? Sedition, they all are the same. I swear to God, the sedition in America, I thought we are transporting a cherry squad again. See the people in America, the way they're looking snappy. Yesterday, I watched that clip where you see them, the people out of the thing, they see. I know. Amen. See that party that God cursed to God in heaven. I thought because we are used to traveling with his cherry squad there from country to country, from district to district. I thought he transport someone there to go to America there. I didn't want on the street there. And then rest issue here, I want to do that. We slow down with it. I God working in the interest of Liberian people. Let's be honest. You know, Senate was here, you came, man, you came after I was good for you. All the world they were fighting here, they never asked Senate to leave. There was no food for them to eat. So trust me, the people not going to vote Joey out because Gifted Lama lost her life. Because Princess Cooper lost her life. Because Emmanuel Batte Nisa were murdered. All the people that died, they're not because of it, they're going to vote Joey out. That because of food, baby, especially rest. So that what God doing this year, all country. Why is it that the project increase the rest for them to get rest? So God used it to we have stuff. He made the people say they're going to add the rest first all, but they will pay for it. And now they can pay for a rest finish closer to election. That's God working for us. As long as people get food to eat, they will not vote the rest way. Save them a voice here and 10 years later. Let the rest first go on. That won't be able to vote right there. That great people that are better can control them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take Noah Zawu on the line. Noah. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Costa. I was soon to be senator. And good morning across the global community. Look, Pedro, I think talking here. That right issue part you on your own. All we know, we mobilizing here for your arrival. So ensure that Sir Joseph is seriously beating the truck marching keke. So our first meeting ended successfully yesterday, and we're waiting to set up the whole committee for the mobilization. And I can guarantee you, look, I protest Martina Kunate. This is the right thing that's happening. Let the people feed it. When they are hungry, they will rise up. Nobody will make comment on this one. So the other debate on your own. I think what we should be focusing on is about your arrival.
But what the people be eating before the people vote now?
My man. The thing that will make people good that is there. Let me tell you.
If the people not eat, how would they go and vote for your Joseph Boakai and Henry Costa? How would they go and vote? They need to eat.
They will eat arrow, Gary, and all available food. They will get them stand to go and vote. But we're not talking for that 1 year. All we're focusing on now is about the mobilization of our senator in waiting. When he arrived,
the president said everything is bread and butter. The president spoke yesterday. Why you took from there?
Yeah, that the bread and butter now. What we're seeing now, people feeding people to get rice and funny. And then the bread and butter then there. Now, what you want to say? I mean, I got nothing to say in that thing. All I want to hear, I want to see people line up on the Vera Street from ESW Junction to RIA to receive Costa as they are here working on. Thank you.
Thank you. Baga. So my people, what you say? Let me put it to you. My people didn't say I'm a move more from the rest business. Let the people suffer for the rest business. But that my people then now. And they not get rest to eat. How they will be able to vote for all in 2023. So you see, it's a difficult thing. Our people got to eat. Our people got to eat. So I understand the point Noah making. I understand Martina point, but so what you say? Let me ask you now. What do we do? We must keep pushing it to let the rights because we want. What you say? Should we more for the rights business, or should we keep talking for the rights business? What you say? You tell me where you say? Because again, I worry about my people. I got plenty of people in Liberia. I got family people there. I got my friend in there. I got all of y'all there. So what should we do? So because it ain't rap and it get high, it will not be easy. It will not be easy. And election are not tomorrow. Election are next year. And some of y'all are talking, leave it. Down can yourself will not be able to find the rest of you. Town can yourself will not be able to find the rest of you. But that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
Town can and my brother Noah and my princess Martina will not find rest.
Yeah, that's the problem now, Costa.
Yeah, because they're not only the other people can eat, right?
Yeah, how we do the show when I get wacky in the morning to eat, how we can do the show?
Exactly. So if we leave the rest business, we'll not talk about the rest business, then our people there will not eat too. My Oma in the village, Jokbang. My grandma in the village, Jokbang. My grandma can eat rest. My and younger number, my cousins, my all my people there, that rest they can eat. So the rest business is about all of business. They won't hear that government thing. The government they're not already spoiling. They finish spoiling it. But if we sit down, we're not talk inside, then no rest for our people to eat. Then what do we do now? You see? But let's take a few calls there. I see their point. They have a good point. They have a very good point. But if we don't talk, our people there will suffer. And I don't want my people to suffer. I don't want my people to suffer.
Costa, now you see, the partner what the government is make the entire rest issue that is not making sense. The government refusing for the importers to add a $2, but now rest have claimed to $20, $21 if you go buy.
Well, yes, because of scarcity. So the same thing, and if they had allowed the people to add a $2, rest will be what? $16.
Yeah, 16.
It will be 16.
It will be all in the market.
Anyway, it will be all in the market, and it will be 16. But because you said the poor man add the $2, the price now go way up, and people can find it and put 15 because.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So, to be honest with you, I have to make a decision as a leader. And as a leader, everything can be about politics. everything cannot be about politics. Politics means to let the people suffer so the people can get angry and rise up against the government. But the people will suffer. I care about the people. So that is politics. Politics means the people should suffer so they can get angry with the government. But I care about the people first before I care about politics. So I will now prefer the people suffering. I will want the people to eat, and then we'll keep educating the people to vote against the government. But I don't want my people to suffer just so I can benefit or I can exploit the situation politically.
All right, let's take this person.
Good morning, Baka. Yeah, good morning, Baka.
Your new where joining us from?
I'm Timothy Smith calling from Grand Pastor.
Timothy, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Costa. Good morning. No,
good morning, my brother.
Again, go take picture with Jesus Christ. I ain't with you right here. How big are 3,000 Grand Pastor? Baka did laughing. Nothing with you. We're moving, man. We're moving, man. Baka, don't you hear? Get a school fee alone. Baka registration fee. They say we pay about $100, $200 a year for registration. Then when we come for we look here. Left, they say, man, I testing Buga. They want to pass here around talking about Joel, but look at the left. Where I change in your left for 6 years? What an improvement in your left? You haven't called anybody, I haven't called Northern. Look at your left. You're not talking about Joel, you're slugging up. You don't even know about school fee. You even get no responsibility on you. Then you say, I'm got this. Look, Costa, we're moving there. You can take it with Jesus Christ in heaven, we're moving. So yeah, you take it with Joe Biden and you feel with win. That's 2023. Here you come. We're waiting for him. Okay, thank you, man.
You know, 3 minutes on the Smith.
That happened yesterday was the photo that was posted on the eMansion website. So, President Biden hosted a dinner for all the African leaders. And then, our president,
every one guy talk, but I will add something there because I know a lot about that. Every UN General Assembly, the American president can invite a number of leaders, most of them African leaders, and he can have dinner with them at his hotel in New York.
Yeah.
Every single time they have the UN General Assembly. Before the dinner, they can take picture. So John, we are on a picture, he told you making it look like he had meeting. They're not meeting.
That's it.
They can invite all of them to take to the dinner. The American president can host dinner. Trump did it before. Biden is doing it. Biden did it last year. I mean, Biden is doing it now. Not Biden first. Is it Biden first? Yeah. So it is something they do every year. That Biden second one. So it is not only African leaders, they can invite other leaders. So they invite a lot of them for dinner, and then they take pictures with them. That Joe, we are on one picture. The one picture. And when they take a picture with Biden, they can give you the picture. You, the president, they take picture with. You can't stay here, you take picture, you go. You stay here, you take picture, you go. You stay here, you take picture, you go. I do that all the time. I go to events, people want to take picture with me. I stay in one spot, and all the people come, they take their picture, they go. That is the same thing Biden did. You stay near Biden, you take picture, you go. Then I will comment and making it low like that they didn't want that they alone Biden took picture away.
Yeah, they're making it appear that Joe Biden and President Weah have a special meeting aside.
There was no meeting between Joe Biden and President Weah, and there will be no meeting between Joe Biden and President Weah. Joe Biden is basically dealing with serious-minded people. He ain't got time for somebody who can say, weather. You know, he ain't got time for that. So no meeting took place, and no meeting will take place. Let's take 4 more calls, and then we'll call it a day. 4 more calls.
I'll take somebody from this line here.
You president.
Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to Costa as well. This is Kemoka calling from Johnson Street.
Welcome.
Thank you, brother. Well, brother, to be honest with you, I hear the president talking about you not do nothing, but it's still making president. You're right, At that time, he never tested the water. Yeah. But now, the people, the poor already know. The poor already have already opened. So there's no way the president just not be and you will be president for a second
go for a second round, he mistaken. I tell you, serious thing. That's a serious. Everybody know that George Weah can never go for the second round. So he just fooling himself. That ain't be fooling himself, right? I think what I tell you, brother. I'm not going to have my own incompetent president. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take Seka Chipo. Good morning. Welcome, big brother.
Good morning, my beginning BK and Henry Costa. Good morning, Chief. For the topic, I am the religious advisor to the Costa Show, and I'm calling for balance. They did something this morning that has to do with he will not be one of those to politicize the issue of rest on his platform. And you are right. And then he said, some people like to politicize, and that's some, I'm one of those. The reason is, when God got ready to get rid of Pharaoh, what did he do? The magician serpent was taken away. So Pharaoh did not realize. The firstborn of Pharaoh died. So Pharaoh was still suffered. The water in Egypt turned to blood. So Pharaoh did not realize. So what I'm saying to you is, there will be an instant, a situation that God will use to make Liberian people to be convinced that they may have blundered. And what we love is what can be used. We pray for bad leaders to get away, and God can determine as to how you can make the gap to go for our heads. Thank you for affording me the time.
All right. Thank you very much. But I got 2 more calls, and we'll call it a day. I have an early appointment this morning, and it's a long drive. I have to go 1 hour, 30 minute drive. Let's take 2 more calls there, Bogger.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah. Oh. What the hello?
You are live. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm Lamine S. Corner from Banga City, Bon County.
How are you doing,
Lamine? How's the right situation in Banga?
Well, I bought rest yesterday. It was 2,700 here. And actually, the price in Monrovia and here not the same. And we get some rice here, It was 2,000. I personally bought it yesterday because upon hearing your news yesterday in the morning, you see. Then in the evening, I bought some. Yeah. Thank you very much. Leader, hello?
Yes,
leader, our class be low the last time you said something and it make everybody happy here. A lot of people rejoice with the bill that you propose. Leader, some people are even getting now to get ready, to welcome you. And the prayer to even some of my pavilion here is that you should have a precedent too that will help you not to fight you, because as the way how it happening to Darrow the law now, whenever you comes over there, they shouldn't stand, to fight you. Then actually the bill you propose for it to go through, it shouldn't fail. So equally, so generally we all have to stand and then help that a leader that will ready listen to you should come in power so that this bill is not for Mossavado alone, it's for the entire Liberia. Costa, you get mine for Liberia. We pray that you succeed. One of my party even here saying that he doesn't even know whether that will happen, when he's alive. Thank you.
By God's grace, Brother Lamine, he will be alive and he shall see us come to power. Inshallah.
Okay, one more call, then we go home on today's edition of the Costa Morning Show. Let me give my papa a chance. Pango.
Hello? Yeah, okay, tomorrow. Costa, good morning.
Good morning, Pango.
You getting ready for the election, eh?
I'm very, very ready. I'm mobilizing. Even yesterday, I wanted a meeting in my community, but there's a tool. I gave every human possible for Costa to go in our house, so they can dismantle our house, to put good concrete, to do whatever.
Okay. We depending on you for the whole chicken farm.
No, we got it. Forget what you said they will do. I'm a little okay. We're working. I've started working. I don't depend on anybody. We're working for you to be elected. Look at that kind of stupid what they did yesterday in the council. You go where Rachel. I know the MDF is coming for Africa to attack in other. See how long stupid? You're going to go and talk in that for cover to bacteria, to bacteria. They get hard to speak English. You stay in the economy in your country. You have people sleeping in hunger. Then you go to about Ukraine war. What benefit? Ukraine want to escape anything from Liberia? Ukraine want to escape anything from Liberia? Yeah, you